Our rights are under attack. We are being silenced. In the last year, hundreds of thousands of us have come together across the UK to demand solutions to the cost of living crisis, fair wages for workers, investment in public services, justice for those facing humanitarian crisis, and real steps towards climate justice. The government's response? Not solutions, not support, but a raft of repressive legislation to restrict our rights to strike, to protest, and to boycott human rights abusers. The Strikes Minimum Service Levels Act undermines hard-won workers' rights and disempowers workers demanding fair pay and working conditions. It's a response to the teachers, nurses, postal workers, ambulance drivers and all of those who took part in the UK's biggest mass strike in over a decade earlier this year. The UK government has made it easier for bosses to shut down strikers, sue unions and even sack striking employees. The message is clear: stop standing up for yourself and get back to work. As more and more people took to the streets to protest against corporate profiteering and the cost of living crisis, racist policing and climate crisis, the government is clamping down on peaceful protest. In 2022, campaigners worked tirelessly to defend our right to protest when the policing bill was introduced. And thanks to hundreds and thousands of us, some of the worst proposals were removed before it became law. But now, the government has forced through the Public Order Act, a renewed attack on our right to protest, resurrecting many of the proposals rejected in the previous bill, and in some cases making them worse. And as boycott, divestment and sanctions campaigns in solidarity with the Palestinian people continue to grow, the UK government has introduced the Economic Activity of Public Bodies Bill, which will make it illegal for public bodies like councils and universities to make ethical decisions on how to spend and invest their money. The government is taking away our right to stand in solidarity with those facing injustice, and this move will affect campaigns against fossil fuel and planet-polluting industries too. These three pieces of legislation may seem separate, but there is a common thread. Strikes, protests and boycotts have all historically been highly effective tools for building justice and creating long-lasting change. We can and will fight back. Movements have long fought back against attacks on our freedoms, whether it's in the courts, in parliament or in the streets. We have won before, even when the odds seem stacked against us, and we will win again.